Hey, happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to a Thursday edition of 5 Minutes with Phil. Thank you for joining me here today. We have been looking at different stories during what we traditionally call Holy Week. This is the week leading up to Easter Sunday. And we've been kind of targeting different passages of Scripture and different stories and see what we can learn from those stories in that final week of Jesus' life. Today I want to take you to the book of John chapter 18. John chapter 18. I want to jump right to it because there's some things that happened in this story that I think some of us can relate to. I want you to take a look at this. Starting in verse 2. Now Judas, who betrayed him, knew the place because Jesus had often met there with his disciples. So Judas came to the garden, guiding a detachment of soldiers and some officials from the chief priests and the Pharisees. They were carrying torches, lanterns, and weapons. Jesus, knowing all that was going to happen to him, went out and asked them, "Who is it you want?" "Jesus of Nazareth," they replied. "I am he," Jesus said, and Judas the traitor was standing there with them. When Jesus said, "I am he," they drew back and fell to the ground. Can I just pause there for a moment? Okay. Wow. Just the fact that Jesus said, "I am he," caused all those soldiers to fall back. Please don't underestimate the incredible power of Jesus Christ. But that was all free. Let's get back to this, okay? Ready? Here we go. Let's continue. Again, he asked them, "Who is it that you want?" "Jesus of Nazareth," they said. And Jesus answered, "I told you that I am he. If you're looking for me, then let these men go." This happened so that the words he had spoken would be fulfilled. "I have not lost one of those you gave me." Then Simon Peter, who had a sword, drew it and struck the high priest's servant, cutting off his right ear. The servant's name was Malchus. Jesus commanded Peter, "Put your sword away. Shall I not drink the cup that the Father has given me?" I want to talk about those times where people hurt us. And we actually have two examples here. One, we have Jesus, who has been betrayed by one of his closest friends, one of his 12. A man that he did ministry with, a man that he taught, a man that he has invested in, and he has turned on Jesus and has betrayed him. And then at the end of the story, we got Peter, who cut off a man's ear. In the midst of his trying to be heroic and trying to protect Jesus. And I want to talk about the hurts in our lives because I think, at least for Jesus, and I always like to remind people that Jesus not only died for us, but he also lived for us. And when you and I feel betrayed by somebody, especially somebody who's supposed to be close to us, that tends to sting a whole lot more, maybe even more than a sword hitting our ear. And Jesus did not lash out. Jesus did not come after Judas. In fact, he had harsher words to say to Peter than he did to Judas in this story. But I want to encourage you today, if you find yourself hurt by somebody, Jesus understands. And he gets it. He knows what it's like to be betrayed. He knows what it's like when those that are closest to him fail him. And I'm not here to minimize your pain today. But please don't let the enemy of your soul maximize your pain either. There's healing to be found in Jesus Christ. People make mistakes. And again, the closer that relationship, when that person hurts us, the more pain there is. But I want to tell you on this Holy Week that the ultimate healer of all of our hurts, no matter how deep they are, no matter how difficult it is Jesus Christ. And today, would you give your hurt and your pain to Jesus and just say, Lord, I need you to heal me. You understand me, so help me navigate the feelings that I'm feeling. And boy, how great it would be to see God heal a bunch of us that way. Well, that's all the time I've got. I really hope that you'll take that in consideration today. I love you, and I really thank you for joining me. And Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow on Good Friday. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.